temperature. It's the seasons. So, certain crops can only grow in specific climates. These specific climates or these certain crops can be like bananas. They need a tropical climate. What do we mean by the word tropical?
Like warm, humid places.
Warm, humid. All right. So, would we consider Georgia a tropical place?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Georgia is warm and humid.
No. Most of the time not. Most places not. It changes. I would say overall no.
I would say.
So, when we think about tropical, a tropical place or a tropical zone are going to have that type of weather pretty much all year round.
Yeah.
So, are we warm and humid all year round? No, we have a warm season, meaning a certain period of time. Georgia does get very hot, very warm. We do have some humid weather, but it would not be long enough to sustain the growth of bananas. So based off of that information, we'll come back to that question later. U.S. demand. What does it mean to demand something?
High demand. To like enforce. Like you want.
You can enforce it, but
It's a need. Like you can import it. It needs to be imported.
so it's a need, it's a want, right?
Yeah.
So if you're demanding, or think about it like this, if you're a baby and you're sleepy, right, you're gonna cry. You're gonna be demanding that you need to be put down to sleep, right? So it's what you want, but it's also sort of a need as well. So high demand for a product can lead to imports if domesticated or domestic production is insufficient. What does it mean to be insufficient?
Not enough.
Not enough. All right, production levels. Surplus production may lead to exports. Low production may require imports. So, who can tell me what that statement is saying? If I say surplus production, well, first of all, what is a surplus? What's a surplus mean?
Like an abundance or something.
An abundance, a lot. So, say for instance, let's try Georgia. I am Georgia. And all of my farms, hypothetically or ironically, have developed peaches. But Georgians are so sick of peaches. We got peach cobbler, we got peach drinks, we got peach ice cream. We don't want any more peaches. But we still have over 500,000 pounds of peaches. What am I as Georgia, what would I do?
Export the peaches somewhere else.
Export the peaches. Or I would try to sell it to somebody else, right?
Yeah.
So we could get more money for the next season. That's what would happen if a surplus happened. What if we had a disease that spread throughout the peach trees in Georgia? And now we have low production. What would I try to do?
Import.
I would try to import, right? Because now I need what?
Peaches.
Now you need the peaches. And then we have global trade relations, trade agreements and tariff influence what is imported or exported. Let's think about in today's economy. So we have the President of the United States. And we know that Trump did what recently?
Put a lot of tariffs on Canada and Mexico.
He put a lot of tariffs on a lot of our partners, people that we had relationships with. Canada, Mexico, China. So what do you all think is going to happen to those products?
They're gonna get more expensive.
They get more expensive
To make.
to be brought in.
It's gonna make it higher.
It is going to make it higher. Now, thinking about this. So, who in here, raise your hand if you have an iPhone.
What?
iPhone.
Me? I have an iPhone.
All right, so parts of your iPhone, let's say hypothetically, are being made from China. So now iPhone has to pay, instead of paying maybe $2 for the part that's in your phone, now they have to pay $50 for the part in each of your phones. How do you all think that's going to affect you as the consumer?
It's gonna get more expensive.
It's going to get more expensive. Now, on average, who could tell me how much of it is a current iPhone right now?
Like 600.
Let's say about between $800 to $1,000. That's already astronomically high for a cellular device. But a lot of you all still want it. But what if that price ended up doubling? Do you think the same amount of people will still want that phone? Raise your hand if you say yes. Raise your hand if you say no. It does depend. However, in an ideal setting, the answer would be no. Because when an object exceeds its value for cost, people don't want it anymore. Just think about if you go to the grocery store and Kennedy, what's your favorite fruit? Kiwis. What is the most you're willing to pay for one kiwi? 99 cents. If you go into stores and you're craving kiwis and you realize that that kiwi is now $7, are you gonna buy that kiwi?
Just for one kiwi?
Just for one kiwi.
Absolutely not.
Exactly. You're not buying it. But that's because the people who are selling it have to account for the cost that they got to bring it in. And that's what happens when you're placing a tax or a tariff on something. Because now the people who are buying it to bring it to the United States have to charge the consumers enough